and moderate in their celebrations and to cooperate with security agencies to ensure a peaceful and safe holiday period.
The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has expressed optimism that 2026 will be a divinely guided year that will shape policy 7 general elections. The governor made the remarks during the 2025 Christmas Choral Service, a 9 lessons program organized by the state government. Details of the program held at the Pacesetter Modern Park, Ibadan North Local Government, are presented by the Governor's Office correspondent Oluyole Sulaiman.
The best ways to spread Christmas cheer is to sing loud and praise the Lord for all to hear. The state governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, and his wife, Mrs. Tamunomenine Makinde, joined other believers who converged at the Pacesetter Modern Park, Ibadan North Local Government, for the 2025 Christmas Carol and 9 lesson program. Among the readers of the 9 lessons were the Speaker, State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adeba Ogundoyin, the Head of Service, Mrs. Olubumi, Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluyole Ajetumobi, while the 8th and 9th lessons were read by the wife of Governor, Mrs. Tamunomenine Makinde, and the chief host, Governor Seyi Makinde. The governor read from the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 2 to 7.
Though an army may encamp against me, my heart shall not fear.
Speaking at the event, Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, expressed appreciation for the support he has continued to receive from other arms of government, traditional rulers, religious leaders, and the state workers. The governor, who reiterated his commitment to serve the state until the end of his tenure in 2027, pledged to remain transparent and accountable to the people of Oyo State.
Some people say I'm going to renovate government has full 60 billion. Well, at least until I read it, I'm renovation. The new government has law. The presidential lodge is being completely demolished. We're rebuilding it.
While highlighting the achievements recorded by his administration, Governor Makinde assured that his government will ensure implementation of between 75 to 80% of the state's 2026 budget. He added that he desires to be remembered for building strong institutions that will guarantee continuity and sustainability of his achievements in Oyo State.
We're not going to be remembered for constructing roads or putting schools or putting health centers or improving the security of lives and properties in Oyo State. We would like to be remembered. We're creating institutions that will ensure that this music will not stop even after Seyi Makinde and the team have left government.
In his exhortation, the General Evangelist of the Christ Apostolic Church, Nigeria and overseas, Prophet Ezekiel Oladeji, stated that Jesus Christ was sent into the world as the light to overcome darkness, offering humanity redemption and salvation. He further admonished that only intervention of Jesus Christ can bring divine guidance and control to the finances of the state.
For Jesus, the light, when he comes, that is, he enters into every he enters into every local government, and he met with all workers. You begin to see all those things that we could not see.
Gospel artists including Bola Sunshine, Umi Bikole, the Glorious Twins, Jide Ajobajesu, and Kingdom Brass were present to entertain the audience with soul lifting and melodious songs. The service was brought to a close with the congregants rendering the classic Christmas hymn, Silent Night. Their harmonious voices filled the atmosphere with serenity, followed by dazzling display of Christmas fireworks that light up the night sky in a kaleidoscope of colors and patterns. Other highlights of the event included special prayers for widows, the less privileged, person living with disabilities, the state at large, and the family of Governor Seyi Makinde. The event was attended by the Deputy Governor, Barrister Bayo Lawal, and his wife, Chief Ajibola Lawal, members of the State Executive Council, lawmakers, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja, other prominent traditional rulers, religious leaders, and political appointees, including the chairman of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, BCOS, Mrs. Dotun Olaitan Olalekan Sulaiman, BCOS News.
The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has called on all stakeholders to work diligently of the 2026 budget for the benefit of the people. The governor made a call during the signing of the 2026 appropriation bill into law at the Executive Council chambers in the governor's office, Agodi, Ibadan. BCOS Governor's Office correspondent Olalekan Sulaiman read the budget into law. Governor Makinde said his administration has sustained a realistic budgeting process. The governor added that the process is aimed at achieving strong budget performance and reducing dependence on federal allocations for sustainable growth. The governor noted that Oyo State would, in the coming year, place greater emphasis on consumption driven by what the state can locally produce. He added that should the state record a financial windfall or begin to reap returns from key economic landmark projects, his administration may present a supplementary budget that could raise the total budget size to 1 trillion naira. In his speech before presenting, the Speaker, Right Honorable Debo Ogudoi, said the timely passage of the bill in line with financial global practices is a testament to the cordial synergy between the executive and legislative arm of government.
This broadcast of Newscope comes to you from the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, Ibadan. The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has inaugurated the newly appointed chairman and members of the Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission, OISEC. The inauguration ceremony took place at the executive chambers of the governor's office, Agodi, Ibadan, marking the formal commencement of the commission's duties. Governor Makinde, during the inauguration, charged the chairman, democracy is further sustained at the grassroots, while explaining that his administration would conduct another local government elections before the end of his tenure. The governor noted that he is not afraid of elections, as his administration still has sufficient goodwill with the people. The newly inaugurated OISEC is chaired by Kumi Agbola, Mr. Sunday Falano, Mr. Remi Ayuade, Mr. Olanrewaju Emmanuel, Mr. Babatunde George Ige, and Mrs. Adebayo Adepeju as members.
The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has approved the extension of the transmission line from the 12-megawatt Ibadan Independent Gas Power Plant to the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, BCOS. This is a move that will guarantee reliable power supply, eliminate disruptions, and enhance operational efficiency. The Oyo State Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, Professor Daoud Shongodoi, made this known while commissioning the newly installed 500 kVA 33 kV 415V transformer at BCOS. BCOS reporter Olamide Owolabi was at the commissioning event, which held at the corporation premises, Iliakede, Orita Bashon, Ibadan.
Over the years, the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, BCOS, has struggled with electricity issues, often relying on power supply from a neighboring estate and spending heavily on diesel to maintain operations. To improve efficiency and more smooth operations, the BCOS, under the leadership of Chairman Mrs. Dotun Olaitan, embarked on the acquisition and installation of a 500 kVA transformer for the corporation. The transformer was commissioned by the Oyo State Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, Professor Daoud Shongodoi. Speaking at the event, Professor Daud Shongodoyi said that Governor Makinde's approval of the transmission line to BCOS underscores the governor's belief that critical public institutions must be supported in the management for acquiring and installing the transformer, describing it as a clear demonstration of institutional foresight and commitment to service delivery.
If you look at His Excellency's Oluyole Makinde's vision for energy provision in Oyo State, this is part of it. And I'm saying part of it because he has mandated the Ministry of Energy to reduce energy deficiency across the state. And to do that, we must also have proactive in making our people to have access to electricity.
In their separate remarks, the chairman of the Forum of Board Chairman, Alhaji Kamobudin Adebibe, and the chairman of the House Committee on Information, Media, Public Affairs and ICT, Oyo State House of Assembly, Honorable Waheed Akitayo, lauded business management for the initiative, noting that to improve transmission for both the corporation and the state.
And I'm not surprised that Dr. Oluyole is doing this. So she also resembles her boss, Sheyi Makinde, So for doing this at BCOS, I give kudos to her.
I must say this is laudable, and I must commend the chairperson and the entire management of BCOS for doing this. They make us proud. They make the state proud.
Earlier, the BCOS chairman, Mrs. Dr. Oluyole, explained that the new transformer was purchased by trading of moribund units that no longer added value to the corporation. She added that the newly installed transformer is pivotal to the corporation's operations and will help improve efficiency while boosting the commercial revenue.
This was established as a grand media corporation. We have our transmitters and big generators servicing them at Old Ife Road, as we have here, that puts us on air, on radio and television. So to service all this equipment, we have been buying a lot of diesel day in, day out, and it's been draining the purse of the corporation, and also debarring us from moving forward as we should. We work hard, but the areas where we spend money on most has been energy. It was hard, it was difficult saving up, at this time in the life of BCOS, because we have so many things to spend money on, but this is number one on our preference.
The commissioning ceremony was attended by House Committee on Media, Oyo State House of Assembly, Honorable Lekan Abiola, and BCOS management team. Olamide Owolabi, BCOS News.
The Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rasidi Adewolu Ladoja Arusa I, has received the homage visit of the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, as he reiterated the desire of the people of Ibadan land to have Ibadan State. BCOS reporter Adebayo Abdurrafi was at the Olubadan's private residence at Bodija, Ibadan.
The Nigeria's number 3 man, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, was accompanied on the visit to the Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rasidi Adewolu Ladoja Arusa I, by the former Senate leader, Yahya Abdullahi, 2 times former governor of Kebbi State, Senator Adamu Aliero, among others. Receiving the visitors, Oba Ladoja advocated for a constitution that protects the traditional institution from the avarice of politicians, noting that the issue of enthronement and dethronement of traditional rulers should be taken away from the power play of politicians, while stating that his responsibility starts and ends in Ibadan. Oba Ladoja maintained that his interest is to see how traditional rulers will be more united and as well have their roles specified in the constitution.
I said that if I was not going to become a Olubadan, I was going to be the councillor in my ward. All that will matter is just give them service. And that is why I say, when we are coming, I said, look, I'm a messenger. I was coming to give that message to you in Abuja. They send me about, and they expect me to also use my influence
The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, congratulated the people of Ibadan land and Southwest in general for the enthronement of Oba Ladoja, noting that the region stands to gain a lot with the connections of Olubadan of Ibadan land as a nationalist. He thereafter pledged Nigerian Senate's support to the throne and Ibadan land, stressing that Olubadan's responsibility are enormous, leading a city of over 4 million people.
So I congratulate you and also thank you for making the right choice for the good people of Ibadan land. May I also say that the Southwest stands to gain a lot from your wealth of experience. Your strong connections across Nigeria. As a nationalist, you will bring a lot of progress to your people. You will stabilize these states, not just in Ghana, but this state. You will prosper your people the more. They will be held beyond the shores of Africa.
Former Kebbi State Governor Senator Adamu Aliero, in a remark, described Oba Ladoja as a thorough personality, expressing optimism that the people of Ibadan land will be blessed during the monarch's reign. Some members of Olubadan Council, Ibadan Chiefs, and the President General, Central Council of Ibadan Indigene, CCII, Chief Ajeni Ajewole, were also in attendance. Adebayo Abdurrafi, BCOS News.
And on the foreign scene, a car bomb blast has killed a senior Russian general in southern Moscow. Russia's investigative committee reported today that it had opened an investigation into the murder of head of the training department within the General Staff, Lieutenant General Fanel Saravarov. Officials said the potential involvement of Ukrainian special forces is among the issues being investigated. The investigators responsible for examining serious crimes said an explosive device detonated underneath Saravarov's car in the south of the Russian capital, adding that he died in hospital as a result of his injuries. Investigative committee spokesman Svetlana Petrenko said Moscow's main investigative directorate has opened a criminal case under Part 2 of Article 105 of the Russian Criminal Code, which covers murder committed in a socially dangerous manner, and Article 222.1, which relates to the illegal trafficking of explosives. She said investigators were pursuing several possible motives for the killing.
To end this edition of Newscope, here again are the top stories. The federal government has officially designated kidnappers and violent armed groups as terrorists, marking a major escalation in Nigeria's response to abductions, attacks on farmers, and community violence.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetogun, has ordered the strategic deployment of police personnel and operational assets nationwide to ensure security during the Christmas and New Year celebrations.
The Oluyole State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has called on all stakeholders to work diligently and in strict adherence to established procedures to ensure the full implementation of the 2026 budget for the benefit of the people.
And on the foreign scene, Russia's investigative committee has stated today that it has opened an investigation into the murder of head of the training department within the General Staff, Lieutenant General Fanel Saravarov, who was killed in a car bomb blast in southern Moscow.
That's all from Newscope Desk for now. It was packaged by Ajedoyin Olojade and delivered by Melumi Asende and
Oluyole. Oluyole, thanks for joining us, and don't forget the Yoruba edition will be coming up at 8 o'clock later this evening. Good evening.
Oluyole, 96.5 FM. 98.5 FM. 98.5 FM. Oh yeah. 98.5 FM. This is the place to be with the radio experience.
If you're looking for the best in news, sports and entertainment, we got everything you need and so much more. Yeah.
98.5 FM. Oluyole. 98.5 FM.
Hear me now. To your dial to the number one station. Creative and quality information. Brighten up your day in so many ways. Tune to 98.5
FM. Oluyole. 98.5 FM. 98.5 FM. Oluyole. 98.5 FM. 98.5 FM.
ti pọ̀ nbo ni mú yìí sí bá.
Olúyọ̀lé FM ní gbogbo ìlú ń gbọ́ orí àwọn eléré wọn náà ni wọ́n ń bọ̀.
ọmọdé ìlú o àgbààgbà ìlú o Olúyọ̀lé ni ẹ máa gbọ́. bó jẹ́ torin àwa la lórin, bó jẹ́ tìròyìn elétí ọ̀fẹ́ òtẹ́tì àwa la mọ ohun tí ẹ̀ ń fẹ́. ètò àtàtà lóríṣiríṣi àwa la lè dé lẹ́kùpẹ́gbà olókòdò bàbá ni 98.5 o ó là ní lọ́yẹ̀fẹ́ o òun ṣàní ẹ máa gbọ́.
ẹ ṣeun igi pọ̀ ní gbọ́ká tó fi gé ọmọ gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ dùn ìròyìn àsìkò tó kún rẹ́rẹ́ eré ìdárayá kálá nílò ẹ̀ lásìkò ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú orin àgbọ̀dúnú ètò lóríṣiríṣi Olúyọ̀lé FM lọ̀gá gbogbo mùtúmù wa.
ọmọdé ìlú o àgbààgbà ìlú o Olúyọ̀lé ni ẹ máa gbọ́.